G'day, I'm Schuey from Smoked Barbecue Sauce, and today I'm going to be grilling lamb ribs hot and fast. So let's get into it. That's right, today I'm going to be grilling lamb ribs hot and fast. Why hot and fast, you ask? Because I'm hungry and I don't want to wait around for hours to eat them. So you can start prepping these the way you would by any other type of rib. That's by removing the membrane from the back of the ribs and then flipping them over to the meat side and trimming off any excess fat. Remembering, we are going hot and fast, so large amounts of fat will not render down, but these ribs look fine as they are. Lastly, to help them cook quicker, we are going to cut them into individual ribs. Now that is the perfect size to hold while you still have a drink in the other hand. Lamb blends really well with savoury herb flavours. I find lemon and rosemary work really well with lamb. So today we're going with my tried and tested combo of 3 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of lemon pepper, 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Mix this up real good to make sure every time you grab some seasoning you are getting a bit of everything to ensure an even coating. Or transfer the seasoning to a shaker, just remember to give it a shake up before each use. Now lay the ribs out on a tray, lightly coat with olive oil using a silicone brush, and then using our lamb seasoning, give them a good sprinkle. Flip the ribs over and repeat the process, making sure each side has some seasoning on it. Put these into a container and back in the fridge until we are ready for them. Today I'll be setting up a 22-inch Weber Kettle for high indirect grilling. Now you can use any barbecue as long as it's got a hood, and you can set it up for high indirect cooking. How I'll start mine up is by 3/4 filling a chimney starter and lighting it up. Once it's all ashed over, I'll place the charcoal into a vortex. This one is a kettle cone. They are designed to ramp up the indirect heat in Webers. I'll put the grill back in place and the lid on, keeping all the vents wide open. So the charcoal is in our barbecue and it's throwing out a lot of heat straight away. So we're ready to put our meat on. Wrong. We need to allow the grill to warm up for 5 to 10 minutes. Why? The basic answer is a hot grill will sear our food, and it will also caramelise whatever we're putting on it. So let your grill warm up, grab a drink and relax, or learn a new hobby in those extra few minutes every time you barbecue. Today we are going to be grilling at high indirect heat. So we're going to be using that outermost part of the grill because that's where all the hot air is being forced to. By using a high indirect heat source, we are minimising burning our meat. So just lay the ribs on the outer part of the grill, making sure to leave a bit of a gap between each one for good airflow. These will take 45 minutes to cook at temps in the range of 450 to 480 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll turn the lid a third of the way every 15 minutes to make sure we get an even cook, as the lid vent does create a hot spot. The ribs are done and they're ready to come off the grill. Now remember, these are going to be hot, but they smell so good and you're going to be tempted to grab one and burn your fingers straight away. So they just need to come off the heat and allow them to cool for 5 minutes, if you can control yourself, as these really do smell amazing. So with any cook we do, it all comes down to the taste test. We can throw 40 spices on our food, have the biggest barbecue in the street, but the fact remains, if it doesn't taste good, what are we doing? Enough chit chat. I think it's time to dig in now, and wow, every time I cook these I realise one thing: I didn't cook enough, as they always seem to disappear so quickly. Well, there you have it, tasty lamb ribs grilled hot and fast. Try these as an appetiser for your next barbecue. If you'd like to check out this recipe a little further, there's a link in the description to the website with a list of the ingredients and full step-by-step instructions. Thanks for watching. It's now time for me to cook up some more ribs. Cheers! Lamb blends really well with savoury herb blends. Lamb blends will, and you can do I'm gonna be cooking bird instead of lamb ribs in a minute. Wrong. I think that bird's gone and grabbed the helicopter now. I think the bird's now gone and got an aeroplane. Oh man, this is not my day. That's a big helicopter. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. The ribs are done and the bird in the helicopter's coming back. Oh, I think that's it.